Hi, we're going to talk about straight line quilting and the products and books that I like as I'm getting started with straight line quilting. There's a few things that you want. Books are a great reference, a pair of nice quilting gloves, a walking foot, and fine bobbin thread. Makes a great difference when you're quilting. So as we go along, I'm going to show you a few things. These two books are my favorite for walking feet. These are her this one is Master Machine Quilting with Your Walking Foot. When you think straight line stitching with your walking foot, you usually think stitch in the ditch or maybe echo quilting along the edge of a line. She shows you that there's way more to using your walking foot if you want there to be. She goes through, if you look at the cover, you can see those zigzag lines. She shows you how to create a design like that and then fill a block using different types of straight line quilting. I'm going to show you the back of the book here. You can see all kinds of designs that she shows you how to map and grid, a little hard, shiny here. But throughout the whole book, there are all different designs, and it's really a fun way to quilt things. If you're not good at free motion, this is a great way to be able to use tools and rulers to help grid your designs and have things turn out really nice. When you get really good at it, she came out with a more machine quilting, which are even fancier designs. And when I say she, her name is Jackie Gehring. So these are really nice books that go along with your walking feet. On your machine, if you have a large brother machine, you have what we call the move it foot. This has a conveyor in here, keeps everything straight and smooth, but you'll notice it doesn't have a hole to put in your quilting guide. It's a little hard to see across my shirt here. There you go, quilting guide. There's no hole. There is a little kit that you can buy that adds a clamp to the top of your walking foot that allows you to slide the quilting guide in so that you can stitch concentric lines as you go. I have a full video on how to use your walking foot in our Mighty Network at play.sewingbasket.biz. You can see the full video on using different walking feet. But this is the quilting guide for the Move It foot. The other Move It foot that's out there, this is the dynamic Move It foot, dynamic quilting foot. This one actually allows you to do side-to-side stitches and a little bit of back and forth, where the Move It foot has to be going in a straight line. Most decorative stitches will not stitch with the Move It foot. The new one that just came out this August, August of 2021, there is a dynamic Move It foot that is an add-on if you have a previous machine, but comes with the new 3100 machine. This dynamic walking foot came out last year, works just like any other walking foot, only it does allow you to go backwards and side to side. So it's really a nice addition to your quilting tools to make your projects smooth and just beautiful when you do straight line quilting. This small accessories kit, if you have a smaller machine, most brands of machines that have a low shank adapter or low shank ankle will fit this accessory set. It comes with a walking foot, a free motion foot, the quilting guides, and a 1/4 inch foot. This is a great tool set if you have a smaller machine and you don't yet have all of the quilting accessories. So this is a really nice one for the smaller machines. I mentioned quilting gloves. When I'm quilting, I find my hands slip and slide a bit and it's hard to hold the quilt. These gloves have rubber tips on all the fingers and they're very breathable. They go on either hand, either way, doesn't matter. But once you put these gloves on, you have a much better grip. The tips are rubber and they don't slide. So as you're holding your project is moving much more freely and you get a much better grip on your project. So you get less skip stitches, you get more even stitches. So the quilting gloves are a really nice helpful tool when you're quilting. And then the last thing I mentioned is bobbin thread. People don't always realize that bobbin thread exists. It is a thinner thread that works with your top thread. It makes the back of your quilt a little bit less bulky, and it stitches beautifully. The top looks better as well. So you can use your regular thread on top, bobbin thread on the bottom, and it quilts beautifully. If you want a teeny tiny stitch that you don't see, if you use bobbin thread in both the top and the bottom, and you do a matching color thread, so if I put pink thread top and bottom and my fabric is pink, you'll hardly see my stitches. So if I make any mistakes or little bobbles as I go along, when you're using a really fine thread, you won't even see that. So those are some of my favorite things for straight line quilting.